Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Terra Invicta. I think this is episode number 24 in our series. We're getting along pretty far deep into it. 2037, November. We should hopefully be able to clear half at least of 2038. I'd like to go pretty far, but I suspect that if we have a space battle, that'll gobble up a fair amount of time in the video. Fuel Cell 3. That's the predecessor to Fuel Cell 4, some say. But in the meantime, we're going to do this maglev terrain, which gives us 5% in boost to the economy, which is still something I think is important. Also, we have the relative benefit of economy not hurting the global environment as much, since we've done a few of those things. And it gives us something to do with our material science, which otherwise we don't have anything to occupy that. For now. I mean, we know that eventually material science will become important again, but just not right now. It's been like 30 seconds, maybe like one day. We finished Advanced ECM. I do not know what we'll be picking up in this category. Do we have anything in the... Let's get rid of the obsolete. That's what's, probably the default should be that that's not on by default. But anyway. Oh yeah, we have a lot of automated things. Yeah, we do know kind of what we might be doing here. Lots of little other things we could pick up. Damage controls. I mean, obviously we haven't gone into the real space battle stuff, but eventually 50% faster repair. Seems like it'll be very useful to have. Oh, welfare priority, which could be helpful now that we're starting to see spikes of inequality. How much is this? I'm modeling for... Ooh, it is 20,000. That's pretty expensive. There's always this one, which is terrible in terms of a control point cost, but pretty helpful as far as army repair rate goes, although we haven't really been getting in that many fights on the ground. I think our ground game has been not tested by the aliens, frankly enough. I mean, I don't want to say that. I don't want them to just start landing armies everywhere. I mean, just from the micromanagement pain standpoint. Thank God that they at least allow armies to move multiple things. You don't have to move them individually, one by one. So let's just start off by doing some of the other ones, like Advanced Platform Core. This might be useful one day if we want to suffer. I don't know if we'll ever do this. Yeah, every time I click on them, I decide, nah, you know what? 5% is the best I think we got. Well, I just unlocked Tin Droplet Radiator, which is fantastic. Not only is it very low combat vulnerability, but it's only 125 tons per gigawatt. That's actually as low as like a lot of the other... Let's see. So this is moderate for even more tonnage per gigawatt waste heat. So yeah, I mean, it's extremely good. A bit expensive as far as science goes, but that's what you'd expect for a very good part. Okay, well this is a bit of crossroads here. I don't think it's a big deal, but... We just finished our first nuclear ship. I mean, nuke launching ship, the Nemesis. We have our other ones up here. Gosh, if it doesn't give you nice, wonderful Expanse, The Expanse vibes. Ugh, man, this game is... I think this is probably the closest thing to The Expanse there is. In fact, it would be kind of cool if there was a mod for this that make it into The Expanse. I would love to play that. Maybe remove a little bit more of the politics on the planet. Make it more of a solar system diplomacy. That would be... Okay, anyways, the crossroads is what to do with my shipyard. So we have this one now sitting free, and I could probably put in another request, but we've moved a fair amount of we moved a fair distance away from these technologically. We could probably build a better ship now. I guess not really as far as engines go, but eventually that. More some of the other technologies. I mean, we're like 10,000 away from getting a really good radiator, for example. And I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be... Until we get the new engines, probably it wouldn't be a staggering upgrade, but we could probably try different weapons. I am going to elect not to build anything instead. So I'm just going to kind of... First of all, we're going to be guiding these guys over another 17 days. To go on our attack, our big attack, which means that, goodbye, peace, and who knows what'll happen. We'll see. But yeah, we'll just wait and see. Okay, our last fleet is now done. We'll merge with Alpha 7. We have 5 missile monitors and 2 nuclear-laden escorts. Time to transfer over to Victor 54. And we definitely want to sort by lowest delta V expenditure. One thing to note about this, and I think we'll pass it on the way to Earth, is, I think we'll see it, right? Yeah. Shakespeare Station is like a lot closer. I mean, it's like we're on the far Earth orbit or long Earth orbit, and this is the medium one. Not the medium, but the synchronous one. And that's still closer by about half the distance, and I think it might be worthwhile. In fact, maybe I should just do it now. I think I will. We probably are going to want another set of shipyards anyways once we get our next thing going on. So I'm going to upgrade this using resources we already have. And I want to preemptively get the space dock up and running, even though we don't have the power for it. I don't know. This is kind of a tough decision. I don't know what the best thing is here. I think we'll do the space dock. We could have done a supply center. Even that's really all we need is a supply depot here. But I do want to eventually construct more ships too. And this takes 60 days anyway. Yeah, forget it. Let's just do the space dock, which will also act as a refueling point. Not that we'll ever make ships with only 7 delta V. I mean, that's the real problem here, is that Alpha 1 only has like 7 delta V. And I also want you to notice that it has currently only 700, not only, but almost 700 combat value. When the delta V gets low enough, that degrades. So you'll see that this eventually will start ticking down. I'll just do it live. I think we have to do our burn at the very end, and that's where we'll start losing a lot of it. Oh, okay, now we're down to 192. Alright, well, let's go ahead and accept this engagement and go. But before we do that, I guess it would be wise for us to... I want to grab the actual Alpha 54. I was going to go and look at the actual ships in detail, but this gives you a pretty good idea of what... I wanted to actually click on the systems. I think I can tell you from... Yeah, I mean, I've looked at this before off camera, that the Dreadnought has... the glittering jewel missiles are like almost the same as our missiles. They have our missiles have like 3.5 acceleration and 5.5 delta V, and I think theirs have like 6 and 7, so they're definitely better. But their damage is like 160 and ours is 150, so they're pretty similar in that regard. One thing we should be paying attention to is how much point defense these have. So it looks like this one has... Okay, let's starting from the top. It has a spinal mag cannon. That's going to be god-awful for us to deal with, but whatever. Then they have defense particle beam, then they have lasers, and they have defense particle beam. So they only have 3 point defense on this, and Stone Fortress has point defense, 64, 64 point defense. So it has 4. It's actually more capable, I would say, in terms of point defense. So we'll have to take that into consideration. Anyway, let's do a loose spread. Let's do... I probably want to do a line. And then I want to do dispersed is fine, yeah. Okay, let's engage. They, of course, are going to accept because we look pathetic, you know, like 10 times worse than them. But we're going to kill them, that's for sure. I'm just not sure if we're going to survive. Probably not, unfortunately. But we need 1 ship to survive, which means we need to designate 1 survivor. And I don't know who that survivor should be. Who has the most delta V? You have 1.5. You have 1.6. Okay, well, let's choose you as our designated survivor then. So you are going to GTFO immediately. Probably want it even more directly just this way. Just leave the field. Like at every point in time, you should just be moving far to the left. Yeah, that's fine. Head towards Earth. That's perfect. Need somebody to survive. Okay, now the rest of you are going to shift right, just by the very nature of us not wanting that to be targeted as much. And you're going to go forward. So, first of all, we're going to set all primary targets to the crashing wave. But then I'm going to do something different about that. I'm definitely going to have, I think, these, maybe even these three. Yeah, we're going to do it this way. You're going to primary target Stone Fortress, you're going to primary target Stone Fortress, and you, a nuke ship as well, are going to primary target the Stone Fortress. Should I do it that way, or should I have another missile boat target the... Yeah, I'll do it this way. So we will be hitting it with nukes, potentially. The thing is, to overwhelm point defense, the missiles are better. In fact, I would say at this point that if I could redo this, I would not even make these nuclear-laden ships. It's fun to have, but they don't really serve a purpose in this fight. Because I think our missiles, with 150 each, it's actually, they're going to be enough to kill it. So, okay, now we want to make sure that we survive for as long as possible. And now I also want to make sure that the ones on the outside don't swing in as... They swing forward as well as just... So going back to, this is what we were, 1.6. We'll go up a little and then right. The reason I'm doing up a little and right is because I want them to kind of catch up. And now we want to pick a direction. You guys are targeting whom? Okay, you're targeting the Stone Fortress, which means you need to go up. Okay, so up. And you just need to go like forward and then straight up. Not even that much forward, but you guys need to go more forward. Maybe I'll kind of do some curl thing. You are not curling enough. How are we looking? Okay, that looks better. And then you guys are gonna shift. We're gonna do a little corkscrew. Does this work? No. I mean, I'm not a very good combat person. I don't have the tactics down. But you do need to be not moving too quickly. We do want you to move forward, though. Okay, so something like that. You need to move forward and then down a little bit. And you need to move very forward and also down a little bit. Okay, good. So we have some kind of plan here. In fact, you should be moving down more. Maybe not that much. Getting a little closer to figure out what we're trying to do here. Okay. Alright, so let's see if this works. I have no idea. And I guess we'll just go. Maybe the AI controlling everything is just better. I don't know. And after some amount of maneuvering, when we see that our ships are about to get shot to shreds, we'll try to turn on our... I mean, I think a single hit can just blow right through our armor. So it doesn't really matter. In fact, I probably should try to designate one other survivor. I know it's a little bit late already to be doing this, but let's get you to survive. We'll shift you back this way, like hardcore. Some weird maneuvers. Maybe we'll get you to flank. Changing my mind all over the place, but it doesn't really matter. These guys are not going to survive the fight. We're kind of designating it to be that way. We'll padlock after that. Okay, we're launching. I hear it. Oh, so cool. I mean, this just always gives me such huge expanse vibes. so cool. Just trying to avoid getting hit by the original, initial mag cannon shots. That's where we're trying to do a lot of maneuvering. So hopefully that's what's going to happen here. Okay, you're the survivor. You're not a survivor, so sorry, buddy. These are coming, so we're gonna have to padlock everyone now. Okay, so let's start padlocking. Which means just face the enemy wherever, whatever you're doing now is going to have to be good enough. Oh my gosh, that was perfect timing. Oh man, every one of those mag cannons we avoid is just buying us a little bit more time. My goodness, that was... Did you see that video? Oh my god, I love this game so much. Oh. You know, when you get it right, it's very fun. Okay, so the point defense is definitely going off. And we have missiles crossing here, which is probably a good thing. It might help overwhelm things. Okay, we have one ship down now. Could only avoid for so long. And we're padlocking. Why are you not padlocking? Are you padlocking? I want you to not do whatever you do. Oh, you're going so high. Okay, so let's change this a little bit. Okay, so turn off padlock just for a moment. Nice. Is it gonna do enough? No. Damn it. Okay, alright, we're getting through. We're getting through. We're getting through. Hits! Hits! Yes! 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 Alright, one down. Scratch one bogey. We've killed our first alien ship. We're hitting. We're hitting. It's not taking much damage. Oh, that must have been one of the nukes! Yes! 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 Oh my gosh! Pause the game. Give me a second to think here. Oh my gosh, we survived. Okay, how much Delta V do we have? 0.7. My god, that's a lot. So, no longer padlock, just you're free to hopefully survive. And you have 0.3. Just drift. I cannot believe it. We did it. We did it. Now, we only have 0.3 Delta V on these guys, so that means they're just going to have to sit in orbit for a while. But I don't know if that's enough to even get to one of our stations. But that's amazing. Wow, what a success. What a true success. I was not expecting to have 3 ships survive. I was nervous that we wouldn't have one. I was very nervous. And I don't even know how it happened. I think we got very lucky with some of these turns at the right time. Erratic maneuvering. I don't know how the AI would have done it. Okay. Whew. Although we have been able to some extent study alien technology before now, to have access to one of their craft in its entirety is a godsend to science. This is how they access our skies. This is how they travel within the solar system. This is what we must learn from and perhaps even emulate if we are to truly do the same ourselves. Whew. Okay. Even a preliminary appraisal of the retrieval vessel has revealed a sizable quantity of materials that defy easy categorization, something that is not only countless steps beyond our own technology but profoundly different from it. Something, perhaps, that would not exist in our solar system had these beings not brought it here. If we can understand it, the potential is beyond words.
The fruits of our victory, Chancellor. But I fear we may be unable to avoid total war with the aliens.
Huh. Interesting. That was obviously Chancellor Lu in the background speaking. Our objectives are updated. We completed the salvage alien warship objective. Our military arm has defeated an alien warship. We have a wrecked ship full of dead aliens as our prize. Our own losses mirror theirs. The day after Christmas, too. Despite the death toll, morale is high. Perhaps in the far future, military historians will remember this day as the birth of a naval tradition. Okay, we also recovered an avian alien corpse. We have successfully retrieved the body of one of the creatures we have nicknamed Griffins. A preliminary assessment confirms that it is an entirely different species to the aliens first encountered on Earth, as different from them as we humans are from, say, a dragonfly. Indeed, so thin and hollow are this alien's bones that it seems unlikely it even originated from the same planet as the other aliens. Most probably it hails from a far lower gravity environment, which would explain how rarely this particular species has been sighted on Earth. While the bone structure arguably invites comparisons to avian life on our own world, hence the designation Griffin, the similarities end there. This creature is, in every sense of the word, alien. Wow, okay. We also have this, which I guess we can do the autopsy. Okay, aliens defeated in space battle. Reaction on Earth, run the gamut, but we have proven one thing. The aliens may be strong, but they are not invulnerable. Amazing. Just amazing that we... And look how much... 224... Oh my gosh. That's fantastic. Okay, well they have 0.3 Delta V left, which is not totally true. I think we could separate the Nemesis out. Nemesis might be able to do something. Do they have refueling ships in this? I'm not even sure. I mean, we can eventually we'll just build like here. The Thalos Station, you currently are a tier 2, but we'll go up to a tier 3, I think. Or maybe we can replace one of the Skunk Works or something with a shipyard. Skunk Works is how much energy? Minus 30? Minus 40. But we could do just a single tier space dock first, which is only minus 10. How much over on energy are we? This is net what? I mean, I guess I can do the math. One sec. That's crazy. This is actually exactly energy neutral. These produce 42, and I was like, there's no way, right? But we have 5 of them. That's 210. This is 40, 20, 20, 20. So that's 180, and this is 30. So 210. It's exactly... That's perfectly efficient. Perfectly efficient. So we'll need to find a different station. There's got to be one that's not like in complete harmony, right? Alright, this one has 2. Okay, so I've done a very good job balancing the energy needs, it turns out. I'm going to scan around. I may want to do that what I said. Convert somebody. I mean, what kind of tech are we maybe not needing quite as much these days? Honestly, I think alien tech. That does... I think that the stations that do the alien stuff and interface, it helps you with detecting aliens on the Earth, which we may want to do as soon as we start going to war and... But anyways, this is a huge moment. This is not necessarily the conclusion of this video, but I'm going to go take a break and get myself a celebration drink. You should do the same. I hope you enjoyed that battle, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, here is the Donatello station, which is currently doing a whole bunch of life science stuff. I think that life science is probably going to be less important as things go forward. I mean, at least I haven't seen a whole lot of life science tech we'll want to pick up. Maybe we've already done most of the stuff that we want. Anyways, we have, on this one by itself, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're way past the cap of this plus 6% bonus up to 30%. We only need 5 to satisfy that. And, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and replace one of these life science centers with a space dock. And, yeah, we're not going to get a resource. That's fine. And then that means this will be available in 30 days. which means we only have to wait 30 days to have the ability to construct and, more importantly, refuel. I really only needed a resupply station, but we're going to do it that way. Now, this is going to knock us down to 18 power. What I would like to eventually do is probably even knock off another one of these. This is minus 20. We have 18 power to spare, and we'll get 20 back for this. So just need to make sure, can we get a defense platform here? Then, of course, we're going to be 2 power short. I think we'll still start off with a defense platform of some kind here. Point defense array. I think this is still going to be worth it to have, and then probably to upgrade. And then eventually, I think all these interface orbit stations are going to be upgraded to tier 3, which means they'll have 5 spots, and they'll all 1 point defense at that point. So we'll go ahead and just do this preemptively as well. I might have to figure out something else, like maybe we can do the same kind of thing, like repurpose another one of these life science things. Well, life science just is not an important thing. I think, if anything, I'd rather get more... I know that there's diminishing returns, but I'd rather get more into energy. Energy is everything for us right now. My god, 166% for xenology. Energy is going to be a lot, and we have a great investment, 150% in... well, actually, this is not just 150%, that's because we also have the skunk works for the engineering type stuff. But what are we at here? Material science is at 151. Never mind. That's the skunk works on the left. 151 for material science is that's just something. That's really something. Energy is what we actually need. I might look around at switching. I mean, energy is also the more expensive thing to do. Maybe I'll go back over and build another station on Venus, or sorry, on Mercury. All those things I'll consider, but I'll just come back with the results of all those decisions, so that you don't have to sit around and listen to me debate about it. This just became available, which is awesome. Precision focusing software for plus 10% laser weapon damage. Absolutely something we'll be picking up. I guess right after advanced climate modeling. And we also got improved terminal guidance system for our missiles. That's great. And Griffin autopsy. This is minus enemies suffer -3 to say sea spaceship. Oh, okay, so they can't do it as... But we haven't had any real season of space assets. Is that something that happens later? I guess maybe later. Maybe because the servants have been so pushed down. Eventually we will become like the such dominant power that the meager, like, staving off of hostilities towards, like, resistance humanity first. I don't know if we can keep that up forever. So that relation right here, where we're in conflict, I think that'll only get worse. Thankfully, Project Exodus is going to keep doing their thing, and I think that they are the ones who have attracted the most amount of hostility, considering they are at 162. And I don't know what kind of techs they have. If they have techs like mass growth or whatever that reduce. Like, look at the servants, 27 out of 21. They don't have anything going on for them. Humanity first, I mean, I'd love for them to do well, because then they'd hopefully be a thorn in the alien side. Just not sure if that's going to happen. Initiative, sorry, I just don't trust you. So we won't really give the initiative the time of day. They're doing manager research, rapid distillation, I mean, they're pretty behind on stuff. Adamantine armor it's quite good, but they don't have it yet. Yeah, I think our best hope is for Humanity First to really just charge ahead, which is weird to say because they are pretty opposite the way of thinking of the Academy. But I will cheer them, like, secretly. I won't, not publicly in my role-playing as the Academy, but secretly I'll cheer them on. Hopefully they actually attack some aliens, as we've now shown that they are not invulnerable. Well, welcome to the repercussions of your actions. This fleet is now launching all the way from somewhere, God knows where, on the outer systems, I think. Maybe it's not that far away. I mean, I don't know where it is, but it's going to take about 2 months for it to get here. Luckily for us, or not luckily, I'm not sure how we're going to play this. We may just let Alpha 1 be sacrificed. We will probably be able to take on one more ship. No, we don't even have any missiles left. Pretty sure that we're we're like bingo on missiles. Anyway, let's see. We have a little bit of time, and I think, we should be able to refuel in time because our space station is only going to take. Where are you launching from? Interesting. Okay, so they have a base here apparently. Yeah, they do. A good one, unfortunately. And this is a station as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, with Spaceworks. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it's not too surprising. So, 63 has... Interesting. Problem is, we probably can't kill it and survive ourselves. But we could definitely kill it if we have missiles. We might be able to survive, too. We'll probably have to use our nuclear ship as bait, really, because that's the one that least... I mean, did these guys have point defense? No, they don't. We could actually defeat these guys. It's going to require some maneuvering, a little bit of luck, probably. But I think we might be able to get away with this. Okay, anyways, this is what's going to happen now, and once we destroy these, they're going to be even more pissed, so here we go. But if I can... I do have that one station. I think I already showed this, but which one is under construction now? Donatello. So I should probably move them over to Donatello, but this will be ready in the end of January. We'll have both a space dock and a point defense array. I will dock them here, and we'll see what the aliens do. That'll be pretty interesting. Alright, now this is a big one. We have unlocked the exotic materials one, and I want to really, really highly prioritize this. I also want to really highly prioritize taking less damage from alien weapons, but that's kind of not... I think we're basically one hit kills. 5% less does not going to matter, unfortunately. But I mean, I want this one so badly, this ability to stockpile exotic materials, that I'm going to change this project up immediately. And not only that, I want to highly, highly, highly prioritize this. So we will have this by March. I can get it. Oh, I want to do this still. That's really important to me. But we're gonna get this one ASAP, just as quick as we can, really. Almost as quick as we can. We'll only. No, that would actually take down a fair amount of time too. But I really need this energy one too. It's just that it's not. It just feels like a waste not to be able to stockpile exotics. So I would like to do that. Exotic armor. I mean, there's all kinds of good stuff. I don't know if those aliens, which are going to get here before this, if they are planning to not attack if I'm docked at the station. But anyway, I think this is worthwhile to do. There's a few other alien technologies we could now do that we won't be doing, but not right away at least. But you know, I mean, it makes these things. This is certainly worthwhile. Eventually, we're going to want it. Probably, I'm not sure. We'll probably do all of these eventually, but let's see. It'll be life science first, I guess, to finish that one off, and then we'll go back to this one afterwards. But yeah, okay. I just think that's really important. And actually, this is probably going to be where we're now on January 1st, 2038. I think we're at the point where the aliens can declare full, unending, interminable war with us. Well, they haven't yet, at least as far as I can tell. But that's... I don't know. The main thing is, now we're in the space combat era, and this can be a little bit grindy. I'm going to call this video to a close here. So, we didn't do much, but we did a lot. We didn't progress time very much, but a lot has changed. This is one of the more impactful episodes. And we'll begin the next video in 2038, and we'll see how that goes. I really don't know how the aliens are going to react if to us docking the station. Will they be frightened off by point defense? I don't know. And if we have our full Delta V, we should hopefully be able to evade them to a degree, use our point defense to help, and and then just repair the station. That would be much better. We'll see. Until the next one, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.